There's a specific kind of fear that only happens when you're standing in front of your subject, the camera's rolling, and you realize you don't actually know what you're doing. I felt it on my last mini documentary that I shot on pretty much every shooting session that was involved in this project. I told myself that I can figure it out on the fly, that planning would kind of kill the spontaneity and the magic of the process, and I was so wrong about it. And it nearly cost me the project. I almost gave up on it.
I enjoy having wild and audacious dreams.
So this isn't a highlight reel, this is the honest version. The 3 mistakes that I made, and the one thing I understand now that I wish I knew before I ever hit record for this project. To give some context, this was a solo documentary, mini documentary that I made with an ultra runner in an attempt to tell his story and the mentality that goes into actually undertaking the training as well as the extreme distances of these races. I wanted to keep things very simple and just basically have it myself, my camera, and the subject for the most part. My first mistake sounds small, but it was shooting the interview last. You end up spending countless hours shooting copious amounts of B-roll, basically hoping that it will match up to a story that you haven't maybe heard in its entirety. So when it comes time to actually shoot the interview, you're praying that what you captured on those previous shoots lines up to what is being said in the moment in that interview. What I realize now is that the story should actually lead the visuals, not the other way around. But the reason I shot it backwards, it wasn't bad luck or anything. It was a deeper problem. I hadn't done the work ahead of time. So I hadn't put in the time for the pre-production. I assumed I could show up, pick up a camera, and get the shots in the moment. You know, be a little bit more spontaneous. A lot of filmmakers talk about improvising. I thought I could do that, but I was dead wrong. That's not the way you should approach it. With a skeleton shot list and minimal visual inspiration going in, every session really started from square one. I burned creative energy deciding what to shoot instead of how to shoot it creatively. Improvisation really only works when you have a strong foundation to actually build upon. And there's one more layer I'd skipped entirely, and it's the one that ties the whole story together. I went in without even deciding the feeling of this piece. There was no music selected, no sense of the story's flow or rhythm, so I was shooting blind to the emotional shape I'd eventually need in the edit. Finding the tone and even a music reference before shooting really dictates what you need to capture in each shoot. Here's what all 3 mistakes were really about. I thought the preparation, the pre-production side of things was boring, so I wanted to do the absolute bare minimum, and I thought I could still get a good project by doing that. But I was wrong, because as soon as you neglect the pre-production, then when you're out there filming with your subject, and you're fumbling and you're unsure of what you're going to be capturing in the moment, they can sense that. And as soon as the subject senses that you don't know what you're doing, they tend to close up and they lose trust in both the project and in you as a filmmaker. So when you've done your homework, when you've done the pre-production ahead of time, you don't have to think about what's next. You already know. You can have it on your phone or wherever, and you're actually there with them in the shoot, in the moment. And I think that's where the true magic of filmmaking lies. When you're prepared, you know what's coming next, and you can actually direct your subject on what to do. That both provides yourself with confidence and them with confidence in you and the project. So for the next project, I'm shooting the interview first. I'm not shooting it last anymore. The shot list, it's going to exist before I even leave the house. And the music and tone of the project, they're already going to be set before I hit a record button. Not because it kills the spontaneity, but because it actually allows me to be more spontaneous. So when you put in the time to do the pre-production, you can bring that confidence to your shoot, and your subject can be confident that you know what you're doing, that you have things planned out ahead of time, that you're organized, and you're going to basically make a kick-ass project together. So I'm going to link the mini documentary that we shot here at the end of this video. Go check it out. Let me know your thoughts. Obviously, there's a lot of things that I would have done differently. I shared the real process here, both the wins and the misses. There do tend to be more misses than wins. That's just the reality. But if it's something that interests you, feel free to stick around.